Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just an animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You worked for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss.
How?
You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie Lemay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you got lost. Now let's get out of here.
Well, this game was 2014.
This chaos is absolutely.
Why are there Far Cry 3 strat guides all over the place? There's one. There's two. Is there another? There's three. Really? Is everyone here's mad?
Hey, numbskull, don't wander off.
Mad? Yeah, shut up, woman. I'm coming. Everyone's properly onto Far Cry 3. Wow.
Come on, everyone. Just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Stay positive.
It's Melanie.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But...
With respect, Miss Lemay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. Lemay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Ottoberg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
Okay,
I have
so
to go check on our people
not
and prepare a
random woman
statement for the
anymore.
press.
Okay.
Do whatever they tell you to do, okay?
Go team.
Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out. So I think it's only fair you help me clean it up.
Okay.
Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions.
Okay, let's have a look.
Melanie, the elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on the floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
I didn't know her name at the start. Now I know that she's not called Random Woman. She's called Violet. But it's still a bit of a douche. Hello. Collectibles later. Server room now. Which is where? Oh, it's my office. Yes, my office. Through here. Or it used to be. Or is during.
Do you see a flashing wireless signal?
I do.
Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed.
Yes, Violet.
Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay?
Okay.
Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot.
I think the this puzzle was in reference to how annoying people found the puzzles for 3, which kind of were. Well, that is remarkably simple.
This core wasn't too complex, but rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
Of course. I don't like it just coming through. And oh,
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader. A man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Yeah. Okay. I know the communicators are like an earpiece, but it's still a bit weird that it's only coming through one side. I think Melanie Lemay's communications previously came through both kind of stereo version.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky.
I do. Right, so we...
Hey.
Oh, back there.
One of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Will do. Okay, so...
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Okay. Oh, we have differences. We have a splitter and a refractor. So the splitters takes one beam, turns it into two, and the refractor bends the beam. Okay. Oh, yep, that's the way. And then move that. No. There you go. Interesting.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the Precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
I got a feeling you won't. Again, Far Cry 3 strat guide in the back. You would have thought, with this being a newbie game, that they would have littered it with a little bit more than just Far Cry 3. They could have possibly put 4. Maybe. Okay. Jean-Francois Brunet from... okay. Lorenzo Torres. Oh, say politely, please don't think this is a... But... what's your feature about... oh! Governor Torres. Yeah, why would you want to do it about Torres?
Nice find. If it was me, I'd snoop to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a terrible person.
I got a feeling you are, but that's a thing for another time. Right. Seems though we have an entire office to go through and collectibles to spot. Hello. Okay. So, Arno. Robert is I'm thrilled to have you in your studio, but he was working on a special project for me. Subject is Arno Dorian. His story takes place during the French Revolution, and it's very cool. I want you to explore every avenue that you can. So, there is a Templar looking through Arno's story as well. Super classified. Make sure that you're not suffering from bleeding effects with Dr. Babo. Welcome to Animus. Melanie Lemay. Or Melanie. Yeah, Melanie. Yeah, I went straight to go to look at the map and immediately went to push that big touchpad. Right, so we have a computer. So hit the computer. There it is. Right, let's have a look and see what kind of things you have. Okay. Oh, so we... oh, see-through! Right, so let's turn this one. Actually, let's keep that one there. Rotate that to there. It's there.
Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a Precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
Yeah, but he was evil. I can see what they're doing in this story. They're trying to paint a picture of black and white in a world of grey. It's interesting. We can't get into level 1 locked areas. I'm looking for more iPads. Oh, there's one. So this one's over here. Shame we can't zoom in, but legend. Yeah, let's have a read. Burrito. It makes him unsuitable for a leading role, so maybe we can take him out altogether and create a virtual. Oh. Tame of Vice Wine and Filthy Hearts. The true meaning of enlightenment. Attend wild parties, witness spectacles unseen for 500 years, rub elbows with the most famous nerd the world. Okay. A series focusing on some notable serial killers of history. Ezio certainly qualifies. Anyways, have a think, let me know. Okay. From Melanie. Not entirely
This is a restricted area.
yeah, I can tell that from your outfit.
Nothing to see here.
I have an iPad, I'm allowed to go anywhere. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got. Right. That is mine behind that. No, nothing in here. It's a shame we don't have eagle vision, but what can you do? I'm trying to find iPads before I go back. I know that that one is mine, so go back to where my old desk used to be, which I believe was this one. There's, oh, get out of the way. There's nothing here. Can I go in there? Who are you? Oh, they're purposefully keeping him behind. Keeping him out of sight. You know he's going to be important or be an assassin of some note. Did that just open? It did. Oh, toilets have got stuff in. They didn't last game. RJ Rana. So Small Tetri Master, this is does that link back to okay, I believe I have another game that I have to purchase. It's kind of not optional anymore. So I think at some point I will be getting Watch Dogs because it looks like it feeds into there. Oh, there's another one. Looks like it feeds into there as well. So yeah. Aveline de Grandpierre. Which explore the possibility of follow-up to Liberation. We found some. Right. That's from Black Flag. Okay. So there's some kind of follow-up. I understand what's going to take some resources that we don't have. A quick fix option to reuse existing assets to take. Okay. So it is. Oh, yeah. The liberation of Lady Aveline might open up some revenue for women. Yeah, that is a thing that I believe that they haven't featured. It would be cool to play as a female primary, not just as a downloadable content filler. It would be cool to have an actual full game with the lead Right, so let's make sure I'm looking at this properly. Yeah, I can't get into that office yet. It looks like all the computers that you can hack are visible right from the get-go, but you can't get access to all of them. But that's fine. Right, let's have a look at you. Okay, looks like the Animus desks are hackable. Ooh. Big ass rifle under there. Pizza. Prerequisite Far Cry 3. I won't ask about the tissues. Okay, splitter and a very complex. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, how am I going to do this one? Here we go, that looks slightly better. Rotate that to there and... Ooh, almost. Oh, this was a tricky one. Reset. Okay. Let's try and keep that one there. There you go. That's really quite tricky.
Okay, the numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793 northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes, a chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
Just running a bit of a Google check in the background. Okay, that's cool because yeah, we're talking about Lindsay Farn at school and whatnot. Every single at school and whatnot. Every single turn through those school-produced Open University things that everyone loved to watch when they came out, because essentially you get a free day from school or a free lesson. Every single one of them, it's called Lindisfarne. Why am yeah, I'm looking at this, but it's directing me straight over here. So at every single turn, it's called Lindisfarne, not Lindisfarne. Weird. Okay, a refraction puzzle. We like these. These are nice and easy. Right. Simple. I'm guessing they're going to get much, much harder.
Hey, boss. Calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. How original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history. From Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh, and it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think?
That's not my chair.
I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
So it looks like I'm not the only one that's got chair problems. Okay. I believe that is all we can do in the minute. Let's have a look in the room. Yeah, and I've looked all the way around. There are no other things to get. Everything else is locked. We cannot get into it. That's not to say that we won't be doing other stuff later. Okay. Who is that? Let's see. Well, that's Edward, obviously. Okay. Oh, that looks like the governor's residence from Black Flag. Yeah, could they see? They've got the storyline there to Conviction with Sam Fisher in the background. A game that I still want to get for my PS3, but I'm not sure if they do it for PS3. Strangely, after all this time. Anyway, so on we go with Mr. Patrick Cormac, Shay, and see what we can find. We've got methods, emergency manual, all of that stuff. Nothing like it was with Black Flag. No reams of paper to read on your iPad, thankfully. Just little bits like that. Map. Mission log. Ooh. All straight towers. Right, so it looks like we're going to be doing more stuff out of the Animus than we've done before, which is, that's not a bad thing, definitely. Also, if you're fresh to this game, you really need to invert it if you need to. Options there and available. So yeah, right, next time we'll be going back with Shay, so I'll see you in a bit. Sorry that this part has been a little bit longer, but some of those puzzles are a little bit tricky to go through, not to mention the background memos are about as long as they were with Black Flag. Who knew? Right, catch you in a bit. Bye.